Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we'll discuss about a topic, what is Scrum. Friend, today's topic is very interesting and very important topic for project management. And nowadays Scrum is very popular and most of the many companies are moving towards the approach of a Scrum for software development and software implementation. So friend, if you are a student and studying project management in university, or you are planning to give exam of agile or scrum, so you will definitely see this topic in the exam, and definitely at least 4 to 5 questions will definitely be there in which your concept related to scrum will definitely be checked. Secondly friend, if you are a project manager and you are managing the projects, so again your concepts related to scrum and agile should be very clear. You should know that what is scrum, how to use this framework in the implementation of software projects. So this is very necessary. So let's start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. What is scrum? Friend, first of all, see, Scrum is a methodology, is a framework for managing the projects. Nowadays, Scrum is very popular, and many companies are switching towards this approach, and they are using the Scrum framework for managing the projects. So first of all, if anyone asks from you that what is a Scrum, so a Scrum is a framework to implement and to manage the projects. Now, Scrum is based on a agile Scrum framework is based on agile approach. What is basically the agile approach? Agile is a flexible approach in which we manage the projects by iterative method. Like with the passage of time and with multiple iterations, the projects evolve. So first of all, agile, the Scrum framework. Scrum is a framework, and it is based on agile methodology. And what is agile? Agile is a iterative approach in which we deliver the projects based on iteration. Like it is not the case like in waterfall, we like we develop, first we do the planning, then do the implementation, and then testing, and then hand it over to the customer in one go. So it in agile, what we do in, we use the iterative approach. With multiple iteration, we deliver the project to a customer. What does it mean? Let me give you an example here. For example, friend, if we talk about the waterfall model says that for example, if there are 40 tasks and you have to implement an e-commerce solution, so what you will do, you will first plan, then develop, then test, and then deliver it to the customer. So this is the waterfall model in which all the things will go in one go. We do all the things in one go: plan, develop, test, and then deliver it to the customer. However, in the agile or scrum framework, what we do, like if there are 40 tasks, so first we do take the 10 tasks in a sprint. A sprint is a 3 to 4 weeks time period, time box. So first we take the 10 tasks, then we plan, develop, test, and deliver it to the customer in the sprint 1. In the sprint 2, we take the next 10 tasks, and then again plan, develop, test, and deliver to the customer. And in sprint 3, again take the 10 tasks, and in sprint 4 again take the 10 tasks. So until sprint 4, we complete all the 40 tasks in that manner. Like in the sprint approach, each sprint will contain same approach of plan, develop, test, and deliver to the customer. But what is the difference here? The customer will get the things at a very early stage, and we also as a vendor getting the feedback of customer at a very early stage. If there is any problem, issues in the delivery of task, we can rectify it, we can retrospective, and we do the corrective action here. So this is called the model of Scrum framework. We use the agile approach here. We deliver the task in on the sprint based approach. Like we divide 40 tasks if there, so we can divide it in 4 sprints. Each sprint will contain 10 tasks, and for each 10 tasks we plan, develop, test, and deliver it to the customer. So till then we reach to the sprint 4. What is sprint? Sprint is a 3 to 4 weeks time period. Okay, sprint, whenever we talk about sprint, is just a 3 to 4 week time period. So till sprint 4 we will complete all the 40 tasks and complete the whole project, and with the passage of time the product will be evolving and maturing as well. Friend, in the Scrum framework we have three main role: product owner, Scrum team, and Scrum master. The product owner is the person who is leading the project. He has the complete vision of the project. We can say he is a project who is basically getting the information from the customer and he is delivering it to the team. He is a bridge between the team and the customer, and he is a person, product owner is a person who has the complete knowledge, vision of a product, what needs to be done, how needs to be done, what needs to be done in a product actually. So product owner has the complete visibility of the requirement of a product, and he should be able to get the information from the customer and deliver it to the and communicate it to the Scrum team as well. Scrum team means the core team. Core team means, friend, that the, for example, software engineers, software designers, testers, QA, application developers, etc. So Scrum team, when we talk about a Scrum team, we are basically referred to the core development team. Software developers, software designers, QA, tester, application developers. So we are referring to that team actually. Scrum Master is another person who is a facilitator for the Scrum team and the product owner. If there is any issue, if there is any bottleneck which needs to be resolved, the Scrum Master involved where he basically talk with the team, product owner. He also knows the best practices of the Scrum, and he makes sure, he ensured that all the best practices and methodologies of a Scrum should be properly managed and properly implemented in the project, and he makes sure that all things should goes well according to the methodologies and framework defined by the Scrum. Scrum master is, think of a person as a facilitator for the Scrum master, Scrum team especially, and for product owner as well. If there is any bottleneck, like for example a Scrum team needs access of some hardware or some server, so Scrum master is a person who will engage here and he will try to, and he will get the access properly according to that. The artifacts of Scrum involved are product backlog. Product backlog is, think of a document which contains all the user stories of a product, all the functional requirements of the product which needs to be developed. Okay, so product backlog, just think of this document as a scope document which has all the information related to the product which we are going to develop. Sprint backlog is a sub document, you can say a subdivision or sub document of a product backlog. For example, if there are 40 requirements are there in a product which we need to develop, so sprint backlog means that we will take 10 requirements from the product backlog and it will become as sprint backlog. Sprint backlog means that we will be working on that sprint. Another artifacts are like burn down chart and release chart as well. Burn down chart tells you that how much work is remaining to be delivered, and release chart tells you that how much time is remaining to for the delivery of the release. So friend, these are the very basic and very important artifacts: product backlog, sprint backlog, burn down chart, and the release chart. Now friend, we can just talk about a very basic flow of a Scrum framework. First, we define the product backlog. Product backlog is the document which has all the requirements, functional requirements of a product. Then we do the sprint planning. Sprint planning means that it is a meeting. Sprint planning is a meeting in which core team, a Scrum master, product owner, etc., they sit together and they, for example, if there are 40 tasks in the product backlog, so after sprint planning they decide that we take the 10 tasks. So the 10 tasks will get into the sprint backlog. Sprint backlog, sprint 1, for example, sprint 1 means that out of 40, 10 tasks will be recorded and will be taken in the sprint 1. So the Scrum team work together, develop these 10 tasks, like software developers, software engineers, etc. They work together, tester also there. So they work together and develop the task. After developing the task, sprint review meeting held, in which we showcase the work. If all things goes well, so we will deliver it to the customer. If and also during the delivery, during the development, daily Scrum meeting will be held, in which if there is any issue, we have to handle it, we have to manage it. After the sprint review meeting, another meeting will held, which is called as a retrospective meeting. In the retrospective meeting, we will discuss if any issues are there, any problems are there, anything which needs to be anything which needs to be improved, so that it can be avoided in future as well. So that is called as a retrospective meeting, in which we discuss what goes well, what goes wrong. So that is called as retrospective meeting. Similarly, in the we take again the sprint 2 meeting. Sprint 2, in the sprint 2, what we do is then again take the 10 tasks, so follow the same procedure, then a sprint 3 and sprint 4. So in that way, the whole 4 sprint will be executed, and we will complete the project in that manner. So friend, thank you, thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side. I hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with the friends and colleagues, and thank you, thanks a lot for your time.